The University of the Incarnate Word removes the interim title from Richard Duran's job description, making him the school's athletic director. A California native, Duran joined UIW as deputy AD in the fall of 2017 before taking on the AD's role since Brian Wickstrom's sudden departure almost a year ago, back in August. Had a chance to chat with the head Cardinal moments ago.
Can you speak to this AD job coming at the time that it's coming? I mean, in the midst of the pandemic. You know, and you know what's happened the last couple of weeks. We've seen the sports world and athletes be more vocal about what's going on day in and day out in terms of racial inequality. So not only are you taking on this huge job, the moment in which you're taking it on, I'm sure it's kind of crossed your mind, Richard. So if you know, if you can kind of speak to that, I don't know if challenge is the right word, but that added responsibility during these times.
No, it's a great question, Hector. And you know, the one thing I keep coming back to is I'm not sure any AD in the country could have been prepared about what's happened over the past few months. And the thing I keep coming back to is that, you know, we have to do this together as a university. And, you know, I've shared this with some of our student athletes. I met with the football team in a meeting with Coach Morris and just sharing, you know, with all the, you know, social unrest, I want them to remember that we love each and every one of them and we're here to support them to the best of our abilities. And, you know, one thing I will share is, you know, when everything was happening, I called an emergency head coaches meeting. And within 10 minutes, Hector, we had almost all our head coaches but two, who I actually spoke to later, just to share, hey, now's the time more than ever we have to remind our student athletes that we're here. We're going to help them through whatever they're going through. We have great campus resources that are available to them, and we're going to continue to operate as a team. And, you know, I'm just thankful from, you know, our response team, our team doctors, our behavioral health folks. You know, every single person, when I've called to them for support, they have responded, and they responded remarkably. And I'm going to continue to do that because I believe for us to be at our best, we're going to have to work together and work with our campus partners. So, yeah, throughout all these challenges, I know we have a great team here at UIW that's going to provide the best support possible for our department and for our institution.
Is there a decision-making apparatus that you kind of have in place or plan to hold in place? You know, for example, you'll communicate with Coach Morris on this and with the team doctors on that. And then if this happens, then that. Obviously, there's too much that's not known right now as we lead up to the beginning to fall. But is there something in place that you've kind of set or are looking to kind of follow for when decisions have to be made?
Yeah, you know, first, Hector, I want to say, I know the importance of football, but I love and appreciate all 23 of our sports and our 500-plus student athletes. And, you know, the biggest thing for me is, you know, I've kind of taken our coaches out of the decision-making process in this, and they have been so supportive and understanding of that because me and them, we're not medical experts, right? This isn't our realm of expertise. This isn't coaching and calling the play. This is deferring to something much bigger than us and something that we got to go to our medical professionals on campus. And that's really what it's come down to. You know, I have ideas, I see best practices or not best practices, but practices that are being implemented across the country. And I take them up to our response team and get that committee's thoughts and either support or, hey, Richard, let's try this instead. I work with our team docs, our sports medicine officials, and, you know, our doctors on campus because I need them to really have the final say. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to do what's best for UIW and best for our student athletes' health and well-being. And those folks are going to be the ones to know that. So really just deferring, no special, magic 8 ball or anything like that I'm trying to get my information from. It's just really deferring to the experts across campus, you know, with putting what I believe is best for athletics, but at the end of the day, deferring to our medical experts and our team members across campus.
Thank you, sir.
A high school graduate in 2007, got his undergrad in 2011, Richard Duran now becoming the youngest sitting AD in Division I. Stay with us on SportsTonight.com for the latest, plus feature stories and analysis.